Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best cheap vlogging camera.
Starting at number 5.
Sony ZV-E1. A good vlogging camera should be compact and easy to operate. Boxes both ticked by the Sony ZV-E1. As the smallest, lightest full-frame camera with image stabilization, we found it a winner for solo vlogging. The ZV-E10 is even more portable, but you won't get the same video quality from its smaller APS-C sensor. Our tests found the ZV-E1 capable of capturing crisp 4K 60p footage in all lighting conditions, thanks to a full-frame sensor borrowed from the revered A7S III. We were also impressed by its in-body image stabilization, which produced superbly smooth handheld footage that almost makes a gimbal unnecessary. Cutting-edge AI smarts also leave very little to fix after the fact. Auto-framing reliably tracks subjects across the image, which we think is a big win when you're recording alone. It's not perfect for heavy use, with no cooling vents and just one card slot. We also found it tricky to pick out details on the vari-angle touchscreen when working outdoors. But if you're a content creator operating solo, we still think the ZV-E1 is the ultimate full-frame choice for 4K vlogging.
Coming at number 4.
Fujifilm X-S20. The Fujifilm X-S20 takes everything that made the X-S10 one of our favorite vlogging cameras and introduces features that make it feel like a more user-friendly option for fledgling content creators. Inheriting the well-balanced body of the X-S10 means the X-S20 sits very comfortably in the hand, while our first impressions in testing found that simplified dials on the top plate make it easier to get to grips with what is quite an advanced shooting tool. It also inherits the same 26.1 MP X-Trans CMOS 4 sensor as the X-S10 and X-T4, which we already know from our previous tests is a top performer. The X-S20 boosts things further by offering 6K/30p 4:2:210-bit internal recording, which is close to overkill. Improved in-body image stabilization also worked well in testing. With a bigger battery on board, we think this all adds up to a great mirrorless all-rounder. Its price hike will be a drawback for many beginners, while the lack of weather sealing is a broader disappointment. The older X-S10 is still available at a lower price, but features such as a dedicated vlog mode, which puts neat creative settings a tap away, make the X-S20 the more tempting proposition for vloggers.
At number 3.
Panasonic Lumix GH6. Panasonic's GH5 II was one of our favorite cameras for vloggers, offering plenty of creative potential in compact packaging. The GH6 tops it on almost every metric. Equipped with a sharper 25.2 MP micro four thirds sensor, it can shoot 5.7K footage at 60 frames per second. It also offers a massive arsenal of formats, frame rates, and resolutions, including a larger catalog of 10-bit modes, while forced fan cooling means limitless recording times. While it's marginally larger than the GH5 Mark II, it still retains a relatively portable form factor. Its robust build is complemented by familiar controls and new tally lights front and back. The 3-inch rear touchscreen flips, twists and tilts, while a second video record button on the front now makes it easier for vloggers to start rolling. Connectivity options are comprehensive, although the GH6 does lack the live streaming capabilities of the GH5 Mark II. There's still no phase detection AF either, although contrast-based autofocus performance does seem improved from the GH5 Mark II. Stabilization is superior too, courtesy of an algorithmic upgrade that makes the GH6 one of the best cameras for smoothing out walking motion in a natural way.
Number 2 of my list.
DJI Pocket 2. We were big fans of the original DJI Osmo Pocket. This sequel fixes a lot of its limitations and makes it the best compact option around for solo filmmakers. The Sony ZV-1, above, trumps it for outright video quality, but if you tend to shoot a lot of walk-and-talk style clips, then the Pocket 2's combination of a 3-axis gimbal and solid face tracking could make it more appealing. Compared to the Osmo Pocket, which remains on sale as a more affordable alternative. The DJI Pocket 2 brings a new larger sensor, a brighter lens, improved microphones and wider field of view, which means you don't have to hold it out at arm's length when talking to camera. Plunk it down on a tripod base or surface, and it'll turn to keep you in shot as you walk around in front of it. Despite its larger sensor, we found in our review that the Pocket 2 still isn't an ideal camera for low light situations or high contrast scenes. That said, it's still a very nice upgrade versus using your phone in a gimbal. We also found that its improved 4-mic audio setup means you get decent sound quality to match.
And number 1.
Sony ZV-1. Compact and powerful, we think the Sony ZV-1 nails what most people want from a small vlogging camera. Its compact packaging gives it excellent versatility, as do its hot shoe, mic port and fully articulating touchscreen. In testing, we found its real-time tracking in IAF to be the class of the field, while the 1-inch sensor was capable of producing crisp, detailed 4K/30p video. Our review also confirmed that the ZV-1 offers a huge amount of depth for a compact camera, with a built-in ND filter and profiles like S-Log2 for those who want to embrace color grading. While the newer Sony ZV-1F offers a wider 20mm lens and smartphone-style interface for a lower price, its older contrast AF system and cold shoe mount mean it can't oust the original from the top spot. Nor can the Sony ZV-1 2, the pricier successor to the ZV-1 that features a wider lens, but we don't feel does quite enough to merit the extra outlay. Sony is continuing to sell the ZV-1, and you won't find a finer compact vlogging camera right now.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.